Hello, my members. Welcome to October. It is October 2nd here where I am on Monday, and I am here to do the angel reading for your Angel Reading Monday today. So, I am so happy for October. I can feel the energy shift. I can feel the pressure lifting. I can feel the lightness in the air. October is bringing us so much good energy. So let's see what that looks like in the form of an angel reading. So what do your angels want you to know? My members. You have been going through a transformation and you have mastered it. This is coming out in your strength position. It has been a time of transformation. It has been not easy. It has been challenging. It has been rough. It has been tough. It has been dramatic. It has been emotional. It has been rough, right? It's been challenging, this transformation. But you have succeeded. You have succeeded, and you have your angels are saying, this is your superpower this week. Your transformation is your superpower this week. This means that you are standing in your power. This means that when things come up, you have learned how to deal with them and react to them differently. This means that you have come through this transformation and you can look back and see how far you've come. This is a time for that, actually. Noticing and being aware of how far you have come. Okay, how much you've changed. Looking at all the things that you handle differently and the ways of thinking that are different now. Everything is different about you. And that is your superpower. And that is your strength. So really take a look at that, and pat yourself on the back and give yourself permission to be, to be celebrated for that. Give yourself permission to pat yourself on the back. Give yourself permission to really receive blessings because you have been through a lot. And you've come a long way, my friends. Okay, so, sorry, there's something on my card. I don't like that. Thank you, Zadkiel. This is Archangel Zadkiel. Thank you, Archangel Zadkiel, for supporting me to transform from my past challenges. Emphasizing the word past challenges. I love it. Past challenges. Let's look at what your heart wants you to know this week. What does your heart want you to know this week? My members, what does their heart have for them this week? Take a step back. So I feel like this is part of your transformation energy here, taking a step back to realize how far you've come. You may still be feeling some of that energy. You may be still feeling some of the challenges and some of the things that you've been having to work through and deal with. You may be still feeling some of that energy. So I feel like this may be a week of taking a step back. First of all, acknowledging how far you've come and giving yourself that acknowledgement, Because so often we are quick to acknowledge others, but we're not quick to acknowledge ourselves. And sometimes we need that acknowledgement because we may not get it from outside people, and we need to acknowledge ourselves for how far we've come and how much we've grown and how strong we are and what we survived. But I also feel like this may be a week of you taking a step back out of everything and giving yourself some extra self-care whenever you need it, giving yourself some downtime, giving yourself some balance. This could be talking about, just really, this could be your heart telling you to, if this resonates for you, and maybe you've been feeling sort of out of balance, or you've been feeling emotionally overwhelmed, or maybe you've had a lot going on and you just need some extra time. Say no where you can. Say no to somebody or doing something that you don't want to do, or you're feeling like you just need some extra time. Maybe you just want to read a book this week. Maybe you want to take a few days off if you can. And if you can't, maybe you want to make sure that you just take a couple extra hours in the evening to read a book, or to sit with yourself, or to meditate, or to take a bath. Whatever it is, I feel a need for self-care. And I feel a need for you to step back out of circumstances, out of the drama, out of the stuff that you've been going through, maybe out of your head, and really just acknowledging how far you've come and how strong you are, but also acknowledging your needs. If you need some extra time, if you need to say no to somebody, to hanging out with somebody or doing something with somebody because you need some you time, don't feel bad about that. Actually, make that your priority this week. So if that is needed, you take that if it resonates for you. If that is needed, some alone time, some self-care time, whatever that looks like for you. Needing to take a step back to recognize how far you've come, but also recognizing any needs for any self-care that you may need. Maybe you need a manicure. Maybe you need to go get your hair cut. Maybe you need to just do some shopping therapy. Maybe you need to just sleep in one day if you can. Maybe you need to take a walk in nature. Maybe you need to make time for you, and however that looks like for you this week. But also knowing or acknowledging in that taking a step back and making some time for you, really giving yourself that gift because of everything that you've been through and because of how far you've come and because of how strong you are, more so than you were even just a few months ago. You've been through a transformation, you've been through a big change, and you need some acknowledgement, and you need some self-care time to kind of give back to yourself. Okay? So let's see what advice I have. Take action. So this is coming up in what you may be challenged with right now, what you may be still working on. I have taking action. I need another card. So this is your guidance, your advice, what you may be still working on, what your angels want you to know about something that you may still be working on. I need one more card. What is this action card, please? Recovery. Oh, okay. So that really kind of mirrors or piggybacks what your heart was saying. You may need some self-care time. You may need some recovery time from your transformation that you've been through. You may need some you time, and you may have a hard time saying no. You may have a hard time stepping back and not being available to everyone or everything. You maybe have a choice to not put in overtime, but you choose it because you think first of all, you think you have to, and secondly, you have a hard time saying no. Whatever the case is, I feel like taking action is something that you are struggling with in regards to, like, you need to, maybe you're in this energy of do. You're a human being, not a human doing. And I feel like that is what this is talking about, because you need some self-care time. You need some recovery time. Maybe you've been overworking. Maybe you've been overdoing it somehow. Maybe you've been over-exercising. Whatever it is, maybe you are too much human doing and needing to be more human being this week. Okay, so I feel that in both of these messages from your heart and from your angels, just your guidance, really just allowing yourself time to recover, rebalance, realign, spend time in nature. This is rest and recovery. And you may be in action. And you know what else? If you're in action mode, maybe you need to be in receiving mode. It's time for you to take a step back and receive and trust. The universe has got you. If you can take a step back where you can, trust that you're not going to lose anything by taking that step back or taking that time off or waking up an hour later one day this week. Whatever it is that you need to kind of help recover and rejuvenate you after everything that you've been through, because this is heavy energy. That moon we just had was the last supermoon of the year. It was heavy. Okay, and we've been under the last few weeks a lot of heaviness and really closing out old cycles that were heavy. There's a lot of heavy energy that you've been dealing with, and you need some time of recovery. And you may struggle with taking action to recover, taking action to take care of you. Sometimes we get in this energy of having to do it all and be it all and do all the work, and we forget about ourselves. And then we tend to, usually later in life, sometimes earlier, but sometimes you can overdo it and your body suffers because your body is telling you, let's take a break. But you may be one of those people that thinks that you can say yes to everything or everyone, and you may be overdoing it. So listen to your body, listen to your angels, listen to your intuition. Take some time for you, give yourself a hug, acknowledge all that you've been through and how far you've come and how different you are now than you were before. There's a big energy here of really needing to just pat yourself on the back and give back for all that you have given to this transformation that you've been in. And take some self-care this week, okay? If you need it, take some self-care because you are in a time of recovery. And you may need it. You may need to take a nap. Whatever it is that you need, do it for yourself. Do it for yourself because you do not want to regret it later. Okay? Listen to your body. You don't want to regret it later. I love you guys. I will be doing your special month, like a October monthly for your sun signs starting tomorrow. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week, I'm going to be working on that special for you guys. So send me your sun signs if you haven't yet, because I will be doing that starting tomorrow. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you in the tomorrow.